everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. I've just been absolutely drenched in bevies, soaked with the desperados while we make Chelsea look like smashed potatoes, you absolute mushrooms from London. And by the way, London is most certainly Merseyside, as you might have just witnessed. If you didn't, I'll tell you anyway, the greatest, and one more time, shout out to Ty, the greatest League Cup history victory that you've ever seen in your life. Absolutely unbelievable. Not only was it the academy takeover, it was the Irish takeover, it was the leadership takeover with Virgil van Dijk. It was an absolute insane game of slight proportions, and my testosterone has increased by at least 70%. I've just been at the family party. I had to come back because I got drenched, words, please James, word, drenched in bevies, and now I'm here talking to you about how our under-18s have just absolutely fingered a squad with £1 billion. £1 billion. Hold this, you fucking blue stains. I am buzzing we smashed your heads in, and I am buzzing for this football club. This is a historic day, not only for the master splinter of managerial football in Jurgen Norbert Klopp, but it's a historic day for those youngsters. It is the greatest, and I will say one more time for the people in the back who might have not heard it, the greatest day in the history for this academy. This academy, which was formed in the 1999 or whenever it was in the 1990s, has not had a day quite as significant as you will find today. Not just any old trophy, not an FA Youth Cup, but an actual League Cup against one of the more resourceful squads in the league. And you can say what you want, yeah, Chelsea were poor, but there was an element where we needed to make it look that way. The fact that we even was able to make it a game of fine margins, a game where players were going out, and it's a matter of, if Conor Gallagher scores that goal, they win, or us score, or Gakpo scores that goal and we win. What that means is that we were still good enough to make it close enough for a team that's just went and drew against Man City, and other than us, probably hasn't been the worst Chelsea side recently. The start of the season, 100%, they were relegation candidates. Now, I think based on recent percentages, they are at least considered a top 10 team. That's not what makes this so great. What makes it so great is that Bobby Clark was literally in the academy this season and last season. O'Connell, same thing. Conor Bradley, very similar story, was out at League One. And the majority of these players, there's more, by the way, the amount of academy graduates, you know, Kelleher is more established. He's played in multiple finals, been amazing in multiple finals, and I would argue being one of the biggest big game players at this football club in its history, because I'll tell you now, every single final that man steps up and he's been influential. He has got 2 League Cups to his name that he can fully claim. He hasn't Scott Carson's it. No slander on Scott Carson. Quite legendary how he's hacking the system. But Kelleher is actually, yeah, Adrian's it. He has an Adrian's it where he's sitting on the bench, even though Adrian also won us a Super Cup against Chelsea. But the point is that he's been involved, he's been a main man, he's one of the key guys, and I'll be honest with you, it's incredible because he doesn't look like a world-class goalkeeper all the time, but in these finals he really turns out for the football club and he makes some world-class saves. And that is why I love the man, and that is why I love him. I love Conor Bradley, who I just think should start, and I don't think age matters. I think he needs to play right here and right now. I think he's getting better and better and better. But then the biggest concern that we all would have shared would have been the lack of firepower in the front three. And did it matter? Well, no, because you had leader, you had courage, you had confidence personified, overcome adversity, Champions League winner, Premier League winner, the best leader that this team could ask for. Virgil van Dijk, who, by the way, it was so nice the first time. The first time was so nice. That guy just had to do it twice. And that's why we've got to talk about Virgil van Dijk in an all-time category. Did you know that Jurgen Klopp, when he signed Virgil van Dijk, everyone said he was a flop. Everyone said he was going to be a flop. He was going to, basically, Harry Maguire. That's what Virgil van Dijk was destined for, according to a lot of neutrals. What he has proceeded to do is win every single trophy at the football club. Meanwhile, being a man of the match in 3 finals for Liverpool Football Club. 3 finals. You can't say that he's not a baller. You cannot say the amount of clean sheets that we've got in finals with that man at the disposal is incredible. And when that man was out for the season, we struggled immensely. And I'll tell you now, anyone who says longevity, this, that and the other, this guy has been doing it best in the world without comparison since 2018. Okay, off-seasons happen. The return is what makes him so much more great. This is why I love Virgil van Dijk. And that's why when you look at Virgil van Dijk, you see an aura. You cannot deny you see aura when you see Van Dijk. You don't see this aura around any other centre-back, any other defender in the current game in the Premier League. You don't look at Ruben Diaz, who's world-class, by the way, and go, oh my goodness, the aura around that man. You look at Virgil van Dijk and you do such thing. I am telling you now that guy is made for big moments. I am telling you now that guy is made to carry the boats. That guy is the guy. If you are wondering who's him, he's him. If you are wondering who's the king of England once Charles kicks the hay, it's him even though he's Dutch. He's fucking sick. And then in terms of Jurgen Klopp, and I want to touch on a few of the successful things that's happened today. What a day for the academy. What a day for him, for the leader, Virgil van Dijk. What a day for everyone. But for Jurgen Klopp, you know, you think about Barcelona 4-0 where you see Firmino and Salah not participating in that game. That in itself was an image. It was an image where the camera would zoom in on Firmino and on Salah not participating in a game that were winning 4-0 against Messi and all these type of players. I raised the question. This performance, not on par with that was different. Barcelona 4-0 Champions League fine. Based on circumstances, you cannot say that's not top 3, top 4, top 5, if not top 2. Biggest, most dramatic, most surprising, most impressive, most attached game of football that you've been invested into. You can't say it isn't. How do you see a bunch of academy graduates go in there and win their team a League Cup? It's what dreams are made of. It is quite simply what dreams are made of. When you make an academy, this is only what you could dream of. That 7 of them or 8 of them can step up in a game and win you a trophy. Because even the subs, they had a whole extra time where they had to be composed, where they had to be calm, where they had to tick the ball over. Jamie Carragher said it best. They didn't look like they wanted to leave the pitch. This is mentality, this is mindset. Also, I love the fact that they fit right into the system, pressing their arse off. Shows that there must be some sort of correlation to the youth team in terms of style of play, which is what we need. But then you go on to Jurgen Klopp and you just go, well, there's no more words to say. And you don't ever try and prove a fool being a neutral who thinks that Jurgen Klopp isn't world-class or isn't elite or isn't one of the best managers in the world. You do never try and correct a fool when they are a fool. They have not got ability to be able to objectively think about what is a world-class manager to a definitive premise. Their only premise is trophies. Not only does Jurgen have the trophies, where he might lack the volume, but he actually has the moments, he has the big games that proves he is an elite coach, he is an elite standard. And even with all these injuries, even with all these adversities, he's won a cup, he's still in the other 2 cups, and not to mention he's top of the league. What an amazing manager. And I am sad that he's going to go, but oh my goodness, how relieved I am that we've guaranteed a trophy before he does go. And I do hope that we go and win more. By the way, I believe we will go and win more. But this is a big day for Liverpool Football Club, especially its academy. And the academy and the club and the infrastructure is really proven to be so well. And listen, I'm not going to go and sit here and give too much praise to FSG because I understand it's a taboo thing to do. But they're running the football club in a very, very nice way at the moment. And even though it is because of Klopp, and we have to see what happens after Klopp to really give FSG any praise, to see if it's sustainable and it's a sustainable model. That Klopp appointment was the best thing that could have ever happened because days like today remind me, days like today, I had a very similar feeling to how when we won the Champions League because of just the way the game went. And I've never discredited the League Cup. You know, you get idiot United fans who never watch me videos saying, oh my goodness, you said it was a tin pot trophy last year. No, I never. In fact, it was United fans saying that the year before when we won it. And I was trying to say to yous, well, yous were saying this last year. And you're trying to pull the same card. Let me give you the Uno reverse. That is the greatest League Cup final performance in history. Swansea Cities with your 5-0 against Bradford, you can fuck off. I'm telling you now, that is the greatest performance in a League Cup final in history. Maybe not the greatest quality performance, but in terms of dramatic effect, in terms of face and squad, that was worth £1 billion. The odds stacked against you. Refereeing decisions going against you every 2 fucking seconds. I am telling you now, Virgil van Dijk's first goal should have stood. And every other decision, how Caicedo didn't get more than 1 yellow card, the absolute donut, is crazy to me. Because he was there trying to take players' heads off and ankles away. So how about this? We just accept Jurgen Klopp as boss. We accept the team's really good. We accept this chapter's amazing. And then if we can even sustain a fraction, a percentage of what this team can achieve post-Klopp, and we can actually go on and achieve that with the next manager, great. Yes. Reds, this is for us. This is the day, this is the moment, this is the hour. You enjoy this, you drink your beverage, you have about it. And I'm now going to proceed. I'm going to get back to the family party and Drink them more. Up the Reds. League Cup final Victoria. Sayonara. Hasta la vista. Namaste. Peace.